Hello!
Hi!
Happy 2019.
I know, it's a new year. And here we are, we're back together.
We are. It was a long time.
It was a long time.
We say that every time.
Way too long. It's 2019.
It is. Thanks for the glasses.
Okay, here's the thing. They're shaded.
They are.
And so
they're very shaded. To the point that I almost couldn't tell when the video started because they're so shaded.
Yeah, so while it is 2019 and we are celebrating, let's cheers with them and then we'll allow ourselves to take them off.
It's falling down my nose.
Yeah, Katie's matches her outfit perfectly. Okay, ready?
Cheers!
20 here's to 2019.
One year.
Here's to being back together again.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna take these off so that we can see you.
A whole new woman.
It's way more fun when we can see you.
Yes.
Did you miss us?
We missed you.
We totally missed you. We're so excited to be back. We just came from a staff meeting.
We did. We had a great afternoon. It was fun to have you there.
I know. I haven't been going because I don't need to because they're such rock stars.
Right.
And so I'm trying to use my time wisely. But it was really good to be back.
Fun.
Yeah. And we videotaped this morning.
Right. We've
for
had a fun day.
But we did have had a fun day.
Fun day.
Okay, fun. Not to be confused with productive because
I mean, there was a little bit of productivity.
there was some of that happening.
Sending some emails.
Okay, we got a lot. Speaking of productive, I feel like we have a lot of ground to cover, and we can't drag on because I have a date to get my hair cut at 5:30, and we all know how much I love getting my hair cut.
I'm surprised you're allowing us to do Car Chronicles today, and you didn't
I know.
wait until tomorrow.
I did think about
or
that.
Or after, say, Katie, I need you after my haircut.
I did think about that. I did think about it, but I then thought that that would be almost too much because the last two times I have made it all about me and my haircut. So you're just going to have to tune in next week to see. By then it'll look horrible anyway, so don't worry about it. Okay, so a couple things.
Yes.
First things first. Okay, remember I told you? Pumpkin spice.
Yes.
Now, here's what you need to know. So I told, if you tuned in last time, I told Katie I had a holiday present for her, an additional little one, but I couldn't find it because my house was all a flurry with Christmas treats, and I couldn't find it. So I did find it, and now I have it. But guess what's really fun about this? Okay, so this says Burt's Bees, pumpkin spice, and vanilla bean. But then you open it up, and guess what you're going to find?
What?
You're going to find that there's no vanilla bean, that there are 2 pumpkin spice.
It's like it was meant to be.
It was. Now, should you think that I went into the store and I switched them, don't, because I actually bought 2, kept the vanilla beans, and gave you the pumpkin spice. Because Katie loves all things pumpkin.
I love it.
I've never tried it, so I hope that you'll give us a little review when the time is right.
The smell of it is going to be magical.
Okay, excellent.
I can't wait.
Well, that's great. So, yay on that. You're welcome. Very welcome on that.
Yes.
Okay, so check.
Got it.
Next.
I don't know what's next. So
okay, there's just so many things to talk about. Should we talk about our year of projects?
Sure.
Okay, so we did reveal and announce at the end of 2018 what our year of.
No, you didn't.
We didn't?
You said you were going to make us wait.
Oh.
Because you hadn't finally decided yet.
Okay. Oh, I'm so mad that I didn't already reveal because there's a line that I wish I would have brought from a book I just recently read and I don't have it with me. Okay. So my year, so Katie, your year is?
The year of good enough.
The year of good enough. All right. Which I wanted to call it.
The year of cracks. To which I said, absolutely not.
Because
I'm not walking around for 365 days talking about cracks. She cracks herself up, people.
Speaking of cracks, but here's what I love about it, because the whole thing happened because I was like, Katie, it's going to be okay to let some things fall through the cracks this year. And I said, in fact, I think you should call it the year of cracks.
Nope. Year of good enough.
And that's just good enough.
It is good enough.
It is good enough.
We don't need to rename it.
My year, on the other hand, is the year of yin and yang. Now, you're just going to have to bear with me over time as I reveal to you why I'm naming my year the yin and yang. But suffice it to say that it's not that I want balance. I want yin and yang. And so I'll talk to you more about what that's all going to mean. But what we do know is that we are encouraging people. So every week when we get to Car Chronicles, or maybe not every week, we're not going to be crazy about it. We're just going to good enough. Yeah. Every once in a while, we're going to throw out a challenge, a reflection, a something that you can do in order to keep your year of moving along. And if you haven't named your year already, that's okay.
It's not too late.
It's definitely not too late. And essentially what we want you to do is just be asking yourself what intention you would like to hold for yourself this year, rather than making a long list of resolutions. What is... You explain it. You're just way better.
What's what's important to you this year, moving into the year, right? So as you think about previous years, what would help you feel like you're a better version of yourself? What intention should you set for the year? So instead of setting 20 goals, instead just pick one thing and set that as your intention, and then see where that takes you.
And see where it takes you. That's the key. You set the intention, you carry it around with you, and you just watch where it takes you. So yin and yang. All right, so I feel like you have glitter on your face. It's know. Awesome.
And I have somewhere to go today, and I have glitter all over my face.
That's right.
Yes.
You're going to be sparkly.
Perfect.
So I feel as though typically one of the first things that we do is encourage people to get something, a symbol, if you will, of your year. It could be a bracelet that you buy, a necklace, something that you sit on your desk.
Am I buying a picture of a crack?
I don't know. I can't wait to see what you get.
Yes.
So
one year I had a rock that had my word on it.
Yeah, so it's always something different. One year I had a cool belt with a really fun peace belt buckle sign, because mine was the year of peace. So I don't have my yin and yang item yet, though I don't think it's going to be hard to find one. In some ways, that's why I don't have it yet. But I will tell you that I got online the other day and I ordered some books. And they're all about yin and yang. Of
course you did.
So I know. I realize I have such an addiction to books. Everything is better when you know about it and you read about it in depth. And so I am going to become a student of yin and yang this year. I really am, and I can't wait. And so one of the things, as I was flipping through this literally came in the mail today, and I can't wait to read about it. But check it out, people. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what page right now. Page 29, they start the yin and yang quiz, which is essentially going to tell me if I'm yin or yang, right? It's going to tell me which I am.
Fun.
It asks crazy questions. I'm going to read you a few, and then you're going to have to come back next week to find out if I am yin or yang and what Katie is. Right. She doesn't know yet, but she's going to know what she is too. So for instance, the first question, how does this inform us? Do you get headaches?
Yes.
I mean, okay. The second question, are you ready? Do you have a thin or wiry body shape?
Oh.
No. Do you tend to eat your food very fast, or do you take time and eat it slowly?
What? What do these things have anything to do with each other?
Oh, you so wish you knew the rest of the questions. You're just going to have to wait. But we're going to come back next week, and we're going to tell you if we are yin or yang. Okay? And then, apparently, that's going to become... And once we know that, then it's going to open up all kinds of doors.
Knowledge opens all the doors.
I'm telling you, it is. All right, so super excited for that. So follow along with us as we discover more about yin and yang, more about being good enough.
Just chilling out.
Chilling out. Okay. So.
What else?
We got more.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Okay.
Ooh.
Yes. Do 52. All right. We have been doing this for a long time. They used to be popsicle sticks that we dyed yellow and hand stamped.
Moving up.
We're moving up. They're now beautiful. Beautiful.
Stunning.
If you don't have your set yet, you really need to get it, because you're going to want to play along with us this year as we have so much fun on our Do 52 Shake It Up adventure. So, your verb last week?
Oppose. And this week is play.
Okay, and so explain to people who are just hearing about this for the first time what the HE double hockey sticks you mean by oppose.
Yeah, so there's 52 verbs, one on each stick, and you pull one a week, and you invite that verb into your life. So you let your head talk to your heart and say, what do I need to do with oppose this week in my life?
Did you strike a pose?
I did not.
That would have been really fun.
I did not. And so...
But you could have, and it would have worked.
Yes.
Because there's no rules.
There's no rules, because if oppose isn't speaking to you, oppose, O-P-P-O-S-E, isn't speaking to you, then you could say, I'm dropping those first two letters and I'm striking oppose for something, right? Like, I'm doing it. But oppose, in and of itself, spoke to me. And so I went with that, but I could have just done
struck oppose.
Yes.
Yeah. My verb last week was strike. And I was 3 days into my new year with my brand new verb, my brand new set of sticks, and I was like, I struck out, man. I took strike and I struck out. But you're going to have to read the blog post, which we'll post one day this week, to find out more, because we don't want to take up this real estate time telling you a story that you can just read.
Yes.
So suffice it to say, strike spoke to me, and it was a good little life lesson for me. Okay. I have not drawn my verb, even though it's Tuesday. Now, normally I would be drawing my verb on Sunday night or Monday morning, but it's Tuesday, and I thought I would do it here with you so you can experience the excitement and the anticipation that comes from having a whole set of sticks in front of you and having no idea what adventure awaits you this week.
It's true. I'm ready.
Okay, are you ready? Okay. My verb this week is ease. Ease. Ooh, okay, ease. Now, if again you're new to this, we do not censor these verbs. We curate them very carefully so as not to get in the way of fate. Because we believe that if we engineer these verbs into silly things like dream and inspire and this and that, that's boring. So these verbs are really challenging us. They're very random and they're going to challenge us. So you'll tune back in next week and hear what we did with ease.
Yeah. You could turn it into please.
I could.
You could.
I could ease on down the road.
Right. Easy button.
Easy button. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lots of options.
Yeah, yeah. I could see something.
Ooh, yes.
See a doctor about my itching. Okay, I could do that. Because I would just be then rearranging the words.
Right, rearranging
the letters. Which is all fair in the game of
rule. You do whatever you need to do with that verb. If see pops out for you from ease, go for it.
Go for it. Anyway, all right, this is really fun. So do 52. Again, if you don't have your set, how do they get it?
houseofshine.com/shop.
That's right. And you'll want a set. And if,
Yes.
Okay, that's fun. Now, one more thing maybe.
Yes.
Guess what Sunday is?
Ooh, I do know. Sweet Cereal Day.
Yup. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Sweet.
It's a Beanie Family national holiday.
It is a national holiday in my house. I have been doing Sweet Cereal Day since I was, I'm going to say 9 years old. I'm pretty sure I was, I might have even been younger, but for sure I was no older than 9. And it's a crazy story how it all happened. My parents were like wheat germ eating people. I mean, shredded wheat, like with nothing on it. That's what we were getting. Nothing. Broccoli and healthy family. So this is how I grew up. And when we would all go grocery shopping on the weekend, and every weekend when we would sit up in our rooms at night, we would say, oh, when we grow up, we're going to eat potato chips and cookies and cake, and we're going to eat, I mean, we were just spaghetti every night, and we would just talk about all these crazy things that we were going to eat. And then when we would go to the supermarket, we would just nag my parents every time when we got in the cereal aisle, could we please get sweet cereal? And so on January 13th, this particular year, my dad said, you know what? Okay, on this one day a year, you can have sweet cereal. But here's the deal. Whatever you don't eat before the day is over is done.
Gone.
So guess what we did? We
created
got one box, and the three of us had to share it. So we created a holiday. Well, of course, there's always a reason to celebrate.
Always.
But no, we ate the whole box in one day. So we would be so sick. And by the way, we would get Captain Crunch because it came in the biggest box. And you
rips
know,
up your mouth.
It shreds it, shreds it to pieces.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't care because we had to eat that whole box in one day.
Yes.
So I still celebrate it. I get the biggest bowl that I can possibly find, and I dump it in. And we go the night before. It's like Christmas Eve all over again, because we roam the aisles of the supermarket and we just take our time. Even though we're probably settling on something like...
Who cares? You gotta look at all
your options. You gotta look at all your options. It's magical.
That's awesome.
And so it's this Sunday. So Saturday night, we will be shopping in the supermarket aisles. I always feel like such a loser parent when I get to the checkout and we have 4 big boxes of sweet cereal. I feel the need to explain to the person why I'm getting it. I know, because it just is like embarrassing a little bit. But so anyway, that's what I'll be doing.
I'm so excited for you.
Can we make that the question in anticipation? If you were participating in Sweet Cereal Day along with us, which box of cereal would you get? What would you get?
Growing up, we ate sweet cereal in my house, so I was a big fan of Fruity Pebbles.
Okay.
But now I would probably do Captain Crunch. It's probably my favorite.
Okay, Captain Crunch. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of like, I just go with the old because it's what I know and I like it. But my boys go for the Choco.
I was gonna say Count Chocula. Chocolate. That's good too.
Matthew loves that because he loves all things chocolate. And then Jack has gone with Lucky Charms before.
Good choice.
Honeycombs, I think, every once in a while. Yeah. So
Those
anyway,
are all solid choices.
they're all good choices. Yeah.
Fruit Loops is a solid choice. They're all good.
Oh my gosh, it kind of gets me excited even just talking about it.
Right.
Okay.
Makes me hungry thinking about it.
It's hard to know if I'm more excited about the haircut that I'm about to go get, so we actually have to zip out of here because I have to get there, or Sweet Cereal Day.
And I'm excited to be back.
And being back.
Chronicles.
Of course.
Yes.
All right. We didn't even talk about if we got a holiday treat that we just love so much, but we're going to have to save it.
Yeah, we got time.
We got time. We got a lot going on.
Yeah.
All right. So.
That's it.
Go to the comment section. Tell us what kind of cereal you would get.
Come back. Find out if we're yin or yang.
Yes. Find out if we're yin or yang. Get your Do 52 set if you haven't already. Get ready to shake things up in 2019 along with us. And I think that's good.
I think that's enough.
All right.
It's good enough.
Shining off. Oh, I had my seatbelt on the whole time.
Yep.